What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. Just did my last round of play testing for Raidraptor, and it is Raidraptor, so I know I'll probably drop out by round five. I just want to win one match, right? That's like my big goal is to win the A match. I'll know I'll steal a game here and there. If I don't, that would just be crazily crazy bad luck. So hopefully I can steal one away, but the deck is definitely okay. If your opponent's big plays Ash Blossom and you have Crossset Designator, you're definitely gonna win. And I feel pretty comfortable about a few matchups, and I feel comfortable about any matchup if I win the dice roll, which is definitely the shortcoming of the deck. Like the big play going second is it's essentially like Arc Rebellion XYZ Dragon. That's pretty much it. But Zeus is also there. It's kind of helped me a little bit, but this is so cool because if my opponent doesn't have like specifically Sphere Mode or Lava Golem or something, like that definitely showcases why if you're a Labyrinth player, like why are you running normal hand traps? You know what I mean? Like you should be running like these big going second cards. I don't know if it would have been enough. Like I definitely just had like super full combo here. So I have like the answer for like evenly matched, but more importantly, right through the length of my combo, I have kept 4 Strix on the board. So when my opponent attempts to set 5 and pass, Satellite Cannon is a Raigeki. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it was like compulsory evacuation, Dogmatica punishment, all of these things. And, your opponent's just not going to be ready for that, like, at all. I actually have been testing another deck recently. I just don't think I'm going to be able to get the cards for it, unfortunately, in time. So, but it is this Dogmatica deck, and it was really fun. But I'm happy, and this is really cool, just having a bridge for essentially anything. In this case, it was, Go Spell and Haunted Mansions to Boots, and then Boots is a bridge to anything. Now, I'm not going to be able to search both the Rank Up Magic Spell and, I think it's Shade Brigadine, excuse me. Again, Cross-Eyed Designator is like the MVP. Like, for my testing, it's like the most important card that I have in my deck, it feels like. But it's just awesome that like you only need one card, and that's the strength of the deck. You just if you can get there, and I don't know, could be worth even adding a third copy of Small World. Just how important it is, to get to your Time Thief Regulator. But the thing is like, and this is the advantage, and I am happy I'm bringing Raidraptor to YCS. I think that's pretty cool. But I think definitely the advantage my opponent is not going to know anything that my cards do, especially because the deck was played so differently. Like people's impression of this deck have to have been, the Apex Avion days, and that doesn't exist anymore. Obviously, Simorg, Bird of Sovereignty just doesn't exist. But there goes Time Thief, and then I can detach material. I thought that was kind of a cool little thing, right? Like Time Thief Redoer doesn't really matter with monster attached to it, and the only reason I really brought out Time Thief was because I have the Rite of Aramasir. If your opponent's going to attempt to play through, they're not going to play through. That's kind of the whole point, right? He hard opened Adventure, super unfortunate for him, but either way, I pop the token, right? He can't use it. He goes for Faithful Adventure. I'm just waiting, right? Waiting for something more impactful like the Scareclaw field spell. I have 3, monster negates that destroy, and there we go. I'm going to be able to then on the same chain draw a card. He tries to activate this, that's negated, so that's cool. I mean, it's cool to see a deck that's like probably going to see a bit of representation. I don't know if it's going to go to top cut. I think the deck is actually really impressive. I'd be shocked if at YCS LA at least one Scareclaw deck didn't make it through. So this bridge this time was Rocket Tracer to Boots. Boots again just being like a really fantastic bridge. I also used Dark Worm. That's always a nice one. But with Paralytic Seed here, I even have like double insurance for Dark Ruler No More, so that's definitely not going to be a card that is a factor in this game, which is cool. I mean, going second, there's definitely some cool things that you can do, and I'll probably like jump over to the deck profile right after this just to talk more about siding, because I kind of feel like I have my siding plan like really down. And you can take out like 8 cards comfortably going second, and you just kind of combo through. Because when you are going second, like your big plays are Zeus, or you want to end the game with Arc Rebellion XYZ, again, just kind of these shocking cards or unknown cards that your opponent just doesn't know. But having the Omni plus the guaranteed out to something like Dark Ruler is pretty much all you're going to need for any deck in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! This board is ubiquitously good. There's no like, oh yeah, this is only good against combo decks. It's good against back row decks. It's good against everything, right? And still having that Force Strix on the board is super important. I'm just going to go ahead and negate there, right? Don't want him to get to anything. There goes evenly match. I'll just go ahead and grab that. And that's pretty much all I need, right? This isn't a search on activation. I can pop that. He's going to go for a beam. It's kind of hilarious like that this guy really went through and tried to figure this all out. He tried to go for enemy controller. Of course, I'm going to just have him dodge that, and that's it. So, I put in had all these kind of just so going second cards, and, well, I really can't say that. Enemy controller plus evenly matched, and still, nowhere close to breaking my board, which is awesome, which is really cool. So, yeah, side decking. You're going to take out Retrograde, right? That's just a going first tool. You don't want to see that, going. I'll usually take out Called by the Grave, and most of the time I'll take out Crossed-Out Designator. It depends on what kind of deck I'm playing, especially when you play some of those, like, Kashtira decks that probably aren't running typical hand traps. Those are the ways that you can do that. And then if you are taking Crossed-Out Designator, and your opponent's playing a deck that's not so, hand trap heavy, it's more just like whatever it is, you can then take out, Druid Worm, and that's also the option to take out some of these lower impact hand traps, you know what I mean? And then you can kind of play some of the bigger ones. You can play your Nibiru's or your Eclipses, thinking more about Kashtira. But plenty of things apply, especially Labyrinth. All these cards are, really good. I think I am going to keep Evil Swarm Exciton Knight in the extra. So many times going second, like if I had this card, I actually feel like I would have won. So, you can take out your satellite cannons when you're going second. And I think I haven't had enough time to play test this, but I do think this is a card that's going to do me really, really well in the long run. So, what do you guys think about YCS LA? What decks do you think are going to dominate? Probably just Kashtira, right? Kashtira and Labyrinth. Hope I meet a lot of Labyrinth players. I think that's one matchup that I can kind of take care of, especially with my side deck. I feel like I've really catered towards, stopping that and kind of having an option there. And then just having this really powerful going first tool that could, like, win me games. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.